Happy 43rd IMSIS anniversary, a majestic revival. My name is Vidic Alghanis and I'm from MA Alghanis, Jember. Yes, my speech title is How Ethics and Moral Play a Vital Role in Today's Educations. When I'm talking about lessons and educations, what comes to your mind first? Is it the subject with 77.13% average dislike by student? Math? Or is it the active subjects that directly related with the physical activities like physical education? Well, physical education and maths is one of those subjects that we have seen everywhere, whether in our school, tutoring, and so on. But do you know, ladies and gentlemen, there are two lessons that we don't get from our school, and it's no less important than physical education and math. That is ethics and morals. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges of English speech contest and all of the audience. Guys, today I want to talk to you about something that is fundamental to human progress. That is education. But education here is more than you going to school than learning subjects and listening to the explanations from your teacher. But instead, I want to talk about education, a kind of education that shapes who we as the people. A kind of education that prepares us not just for exam, but also for our life. The education that we get from our school equips us with technical skill and academic knowledge. But, however, knowledge alone is not sufficient. Without a strong moral foundations, this knowledge can be misused, and our skills might not fully benefit for people around us. That's why ethics and moral will guide our instructions, help us navigate the challenge, and influence all our decision-making process. Ethical and moral education should not only be part of our curriculum, but also be reflected in the behavior of those around us. As the future leader, we must lead by the example and embody the values we wish to impart. Our actions and choices serve as a powerful lessons for the next generation. But what happens if these two important things are missing? Unfortunately, there are so many negative things that we can get, both for ourselves and, yes, other people too. There are so many people with above academic knowledge, but they don't have ethics to control themselves. We can take an example from a 271 trillion corruption case that caused by Sanjay David's husband, Harvey Moise. This is due to lack of education of honesty toward oneself and others. Another example, a bullying case against Joko Susilo, a teacher in Kandal, has been widely discussed in several pieces because the video of him being bullied by his four students. In the video, Joko seems to be surrounded by his four students that kicks him. The school has provided the information that it was a joke, but it still can't be denied that a lack of ethics can determine a good and even a bad character from someone. From this, we can know that the intelligence we get through lessons can stop us from doing negative things. Ladies and gentlemen, our intelligence alone will not make us become a good future leader. We must have a good ethical and moral that can make us become a good person than before. And now, how to control ourselves from doing negative things. I know it's not easy, but it's also not that hard to do. We have to be a leader who can control ourselves. We have to be a leader who can set a good example for people around us. We have to be a leader who has a good intelligence, but also a good ethics and moral that can lead Indonesian nation well. To become a well-rounded leader, it takes consistent and comprehensive effort. First thing that you can do is keep learning and innovating. This world is constantly changing, so it's better to you to keep learning and innovating relevant skills. You will undoubtedly become a good future leader that everyone can rely on you. Second, be grateful for every blessing of knowledge. Be grateful for the knowledge that you got through lessons. Because remember, learning is not always about have a good grades, but also have a good character. And the last but not least, In your social life, always be polite to everyone you meet and respect every different opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, John Knoll, American film supervisor, once said, any tool can be used for good or even bad things. It depends on the artist or the person who's using it. Just like the knowledge that we have, right? If we're using it for the positive or even negative things, it will come back to us like what we did before. But imagine if we combine the knowledge that we have with the ethics and morals, we can produce people or even generations that can give a good impact not only for themselves, but also for the surroundings and the next generations. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you very much for your kind attentions. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.